Honest Tees is a t-shirt company that aims to sell shirts with a purpose, striking a balance between design and message. Overall, most of the shirts have a positive slant or theme. Therefore, we like to call them honest propaganda. Why Honest Tees? Well, the line pretty much started because usually when you go to the store, you either see a t-shirt that has a great design with no message, nothing you can really connect with, or you had a pretty good message, but it didn't really have a design. It was just pretty much words on a shirt, which is not a bad thing, but sometimes you want to have the best of both worlds. So Honest Tees tries to blend both of those aspects to give you a good shirt that people can either readily recognize that, oh, I agree with that thought, or I've been thinking that, or either it'll catch you by that's a cool design and it actually has a meaning to it. So that's pretty much the goal of Honest Tees and why I thought that it was a viable opportunity. And to be quite honest, I pretty much got sick of seeing the tattoo shirts and a lot of people wearing those tattoo shirts that really didn't connect with them and pretty much wore them because somebody else had the shirt. I figured if there was an opportunity to sell them a shirt that they could understand, appreciate, and also could pretty much broadcast to other folks, why not go for that? And that's what I did with Honest Tees. How did it start? It began in college. Back at Howard, everybody was wearing white t-shirts for a number of reasons. One, it was clean, looked good, but it was also cheap. Not cheap like cheap quality, but just affordable, that's a better word. Just get you a white t-shirt, hit the yard, you was good to go. So, I did that for a couple months, bought a whole bunch of white t-shirts, I hired them out, wore them on the yard, everything's cool. And then as people started getting creative with them, like the cats from Philly were wearing with the t-shirt that would go down to damn near the ankles and the calves. I'm from DC, we really don't do that, nothing against them, just not something we did. But what we do quite often is dress up our shirts. You can see he had the glitter, iron on, airbrush, all that stuff. Still wasn't my lane per se. So I felt like, hey, if we're gonna put something on the shirt, I was gonna put what I want on the shirt. So I would go online, see any image I liked. It could be the Avengers, Halle Berry, Miles Davis, Isaac Hayes, print it out and iron on a shirt. That was less than like $4 per shirt. Something you can do at home right now actually. Just get you a blank, go to Best Buy, get the iron on, print them out in the regular printer, print them bad boys on, you're good to go. So I did that for like, a couple months in school. And then one time I was walking on the yard and a girl, a classmate of mine, she said, "You always got cool shirts, I like that." You know what I'm saying? That's pretty cool. So thank you, I appreciate it. That's when the wheels started turning and you might want to look into doing a t-shirt line. I was at work one day with a close friend of mine from high school, and we were at work talking about what we'd rather be doing than sitting here 9 to 5, working for the man. So I said, I want to do a t-shirt line. He said, "That's what's up, man. What kind of ideas?" So I told him about the idea, the initial one, and he was like, "Okay, that's cool. Let's work on it. Think about it." So we talked about it back and forth. Always had like jokes and ideas about it. And then one day I was coming to work, and I opened up Washington Post Express. And I think it was around summertime, springtime actually, sorry. And they were talking about the cool t-shirts by local designers. And of the 4 or 5 mentioned, they had a cat in there named Dan Lockman, who is the founder and creative director for Sharpshooter.com. And he was talking about how he's in college now, still in college, and he had a t-shirt line that he likes. Pretty much what he does is animals versus nature, or nature versus humans, something that's to that effect. And he was still in school, and he had a t-shirt company that was thriving and getting publicity. I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. I'm here walking to work. And he's still in school pursuing his dream. So I read the article several times over, and I sat down and worked like, man, I can do this. I really think I can do this. So I told my friend, he said, yes, you've been talking about it the whole time, why not go for it? I think it was that day that I came up with Honest Tees. How it clicked, I'm not really sure. I didn't know it was like, I wanted something honest, man. Because that's what it was, I'm sorry. I didn't want to do the other line because it wasn't really true to me at that time, or I wanted to do something more positive, I guess. Now I got to do something honest, something like just honesty. And when I said it, I was like, damn, honesty. So there you have honesty. So I went home, typed up an email, sent it out to the major online t-shirt stores at that time, or currently, like Threadless, sent one to Sharp Sugar. What else is there? It's like all these joke shirts ideas that they had. But I just sent them to any competitor I could, like Johnny Cupcakes and the rest. And I sent like I think maybe 10 to 15 emails out. And the only person that responded was Dan from Sharp Sugar. And very cool email. He said, hey, I understand. You want to get into it, you got a lot of questions. Give me a call or respond to the email. So I didn't really want to call him because I already didn't know too much. So I replied to the email. He replied back, and I called him. And he pretty much showed me the path and showed me the way to do things. And that's pretty much Honesty's really got rolling after talking to Dan. So I appreciate that, Dan. How do you pronounce Honesty's? Well, if you've been listening or I've been talking slow enough, it's Honesty. Now people say Honesty, that's fine. People say on us T, cool. But technically speaking, I guess it's Honesty. It's play on honesty, but it also has on us. And some folks say onus. Therefore, Honesties, because the onus is on us. A little corny maybe, but I think it's pretty cool. The eggs. Alright, now the eggs, a lot of people ask me, first of all they say, are they M&M characters? No, they're not the M&M characters. I went to business school, I know not to mess with the M&M characters. What they are eggs. They came out from the idea from the Get It Crackin' t-shirt. Me and my friend guy at work, he was like, look man, we gotta get it cracking, we gotta do this, we gotta get it cracking. You always say get it cracking. I'm like, yo, put Get It Crackin' on a t-shirt. Now the only problem was figuring out how way to get it cracking on the shirt, because like I said, I wanted to merge design as well as message. So he kept saying get it cracking. I was like, yo, put some eggs on it, saying get it cracking, get it crack eggs. Yeah, and like, alright, cool. So that's where the eggs initially came from. So I had a guy named Gabe. He sent the idea of the eggs with the term get it cracking. Gave me a great design, and I said, this is very good. I was very impressed with Gabe. I was like the first time I gave him any idea. He's one of my artists. First time I gave him the image, ideas for the image, and he spit back the get it cracking image, and that was just amazing. So they became the unofficial mascots for Honesties. And then that was Get It Crackin' was part of the initial launch, and then after that, we had the Be First shirt. I wanted a shirt about just being first, going after your goals, whatever it is. Try to be the best. Try to be first in everything you do. And then from there it was like be first. Which came first? Chicken or the egg? I said, well, shit, we got an egg. Let's put the egg in the design. So in our interpretation, the egg came first. Might not be scientifically correct. I don't know, but for Honesty's, the egg came first because it's our mascot. But that's pretty much where the eggs came from. They're not M&M peanuts, plain. They're eggs. And they came from just one of the same as the shirts and took a life of their own. So hopefully when you see the eggs, you'll know that that's Honesty's.